I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. We are getting all of these just completely despicable, deranged, vile reactions from the MAGA Republicans, from right-wing extremist media, from other right-wing propaganda sources, just attacking our system of law and order, just spreading lies about the way our justice system works, attacking Special Counsel Jack Smith and all these MAGA Republicans who are supporting Donald Trump, who engaged in some of the most egregious crimes imaginable, which he was criminally indicted for by Special Counsel Jack Smith on Thursday. I want to share with you some of these reactions, just so we can call out how far this Republican Party has fallen, how lawless they have become. First clip I'm going to show you is one of Donald Trump's lawyer, Alina Habba, who mentions in this interview after the news broke that Donald Trump was indicted. She says that she's embarrassed to be a lawyer at this moment. Play this clip.
Confirm the counts. I wouldn't speak to that. I can tell you this. Every single time there is an investigation that comes to fruition against the Biden corrupt family, every single time. Right now we have Ray, who's being held in contempt because he won't share documents. Every single time there is a coordinated dance that is becoming obvious to the American people because they are smart. And what they do is they say, oh, look at this shiny ball, Jesse. Look at this shiny ball. Let's go after Trump. Whatever you hear about the Bidens, don't worry about it. Trump, Trump, Trump. It's called Trump derangement syndrome. And now it's becoming so sick. They are politicized. I'm embarrassed to be a lawyer at this moment. Honestly, I am ashamed. I am ashamed to be a lawyer. I'm ashamed that this is the state of our country. And it is so obvious that there's this dual system of justice. This is selective prosecution, selective persecution. It is absolute persecution. It is Russia third world stuff, and it should not be happening.
Well, Alina Habba, I am embarrassed that you are a lawyer. I am embarrassed to be in a profession that has you as someone who is also licensed as a lawyer. You don't know what you're doing. You just completely spread lies and propaganda. History will look very unkindly towards you, both your incompetence and your desire to destroy our democracy. This is a right-wing media personality, Grant Stinchfield, who says that it won't matter. There's nothing in the Constitution that says he can't run from prison. Play this clip.
It won't matter. There's nothing in the Constitution that says he can't be president from inside prison. And then once he gets there, well, he can pardon himself.
This is what the House Judiciary GOP account, this is the official account from the Republican House Judiciary. This is their government account. They go witch hunt. They go Joe Biden's garage. These were the posts that they made. They also made that post a few months back, praising Kanye West and Elon Musk. It is a total propaganda, right-wing fascist account, and deeply sad that that's what it's become. But look, it starts at the top. MAGA Republican Kevin McCarthy, the weakest speaker of the House in American history, spreading lies. Here's the post that he made. He goes, "Today is indeed a dark day for the United States of America. It is unconscionable for a president to indict the leading candidate opposing him. Joe Biden kept classified documents for decades. I and every American who believes in the rule of law stand with President Trump against this grave injustice. House Republicans will hold this brazen weaponization of power accountable, clearly a threat by Kevin McCarthy to weaponize the government in a case that should not be politicized at all. Donald Trump committed very serious criminal conduct for which he is being indicted for. Donald Trump stole classified records. He stole thousands of other government records. He obstructed justice. No one is above the law. It is not politicizing anything that Donald Trump is indicted. What is politicizing and weaponizing government is dangerous statements like this by Kevin McCarthy, treating Donald Trump like he is above the law. And here, Republicans have an ability to show some integrity in the face of this. And what do? What they always do. They show what traitors they are. They show that they are just members of a cult, that the Republican Party is no more. It is Donald Trump's MAGA Republican Party. Speaking of which, Here is MAGA Republican Representative Clay Higgins. Here's what he says. He goes, President Trump said, first off, he's not the president anymore. Stop it with your ridiculous cult behavior like that. Clay Higgins goes, President Trump said he has been summoned to appear at federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. This is a perimeter probe from the oppressor. Hold our POTUS. Has this. Buckle up. 150K. Know your bridges. Rock steady calm. That is all. Where was he even talking about there? Charlie Kirk, the MAGA influencer, goes, every, quote, Republican running for president should suspend their campaign and go to Miami as show of support. If you don't, you are part of the problem. Either we have an opposition party or we don't. Go to Miami Tuesday and show solidarity, or we will mark you as the opposition. Well, take a look at what DeSantis's response to that was. And it probably wouldn't surprise you what DeSantis said. DeSantis's response, let's pull it up right now. He goes, the weaponization of federal law enforcement represents a mortal threat to a free society. We have for years witnessed an uneven application of the law depending on political affiliation. Why so zealous in pursuing Trump, yet so passive about Hillary or Hunter? The DeSantis administration will bring accountability to the DOJ, excise political bias, and end weaponization once and for all. This is an individual who has completely weaponized his government, who literally goes to other states to kidnap migrants and to traffic them because he enjoys the cruelty, because he enjoys causing such harm to people. That is who he is. By the way, this is a video of Republican Nancy Mace. Just so you know, there are no normal Republicans. You know, she's the person who tries to fancy herself as a moderate. It doesn't exist anymore in the Republican Party. Here's what she goes. She goes, I'm not a shill, but when you watch this video, remember Nancy Mace is the person who went in front of Trump Tower and literally begged for Donald Trump's endorsement. Play this clip.
And when you look at the standard that he has, it's a double standard. It's a second tier, double standard of justice in this country. And what the American people want, they want everybody to be treated the same. And, you know, Donald Trump's no fan of mine. He primaried me last year. So I'm not a shill, but I see this and I see how unfair it's been. And, you know, I just can't believe this is happening. And I said this 2 days ago, Harris, I said that this was going to happen on the day that we either held in contempt Christopher Wray with the FBI or we got access to those documents.
You were right.
And what I predicted it. It came true. This is the banana republic. I just cannot believe that this is what's actually happening. He's trying to take out his political opponents using the executive branch. That's what this is.
All right,
And of course, Fox was not taking it well. This is Mark Levin who talks like that and just yells and just throws a tantrum. Here, play this clip of Mark Levin.
They're throwing all these process crimes and all these crimes that grow out of the criminal investigation against Trump. What did he do with the documents? Did he sell them to the enemy? No. That's why we have an Espionage Act, not to trick up a president. What did he do? Did he burn them all? No. The government has all the documents back. So there is no violation of the Presidential Records Act at this point. But they throw the book at him. They go after his attorneys. They make them testify. They're attorneys under the crime fraud exception to attorney-client privilege. That means he didn't have due process. His own lawyers were being subjected to interrogations. And they had hundreds of in-person people testifying in front of grand juries. Thousands of collections of documents for what? For what? And they indict him today? They indict him today in Miami? All of a sudden it's in Miami? All of a sudden we have a Florida grand jury? Because the moron in Washington figured out that there are venue issues that could lose him his case.
Here's one other clip of Mark Levin.
I'll tell you something. There are tens of millions of us. You have crossed the Rubicon twice, which has never been done. And we will never forgive you. Never, ever. And that's the bottom line. I'm done.
I'm reminded, folks, of the statement that Liz Cheney made. Liz Cheney said, "Tonight I say this to my Republican colleagues who are defending the indefensible. There will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain." I couldn't agree more with that. What a bunch of dishonorable people right there who do not support law and order, who are a clear and present current threat to our democracy. It is more important than ever that we support this pro-democracy community. We support a community like the Meidas Mighty that respects the rule of law, that respects law and order. We need compassionate, intelligent leadership. And what you just saw from all of these MAGA Republicans is the complete opposite of that. It is despicable, but we have to call it out. I'm Ben Meiselas. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers. Hit subscribe on YouTube. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. And wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. And have a great day. Hit subscribe on the YouTube.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.